Welcome to the Tepe News Hour. I'm Tepe News Reporter number 1, and I'm Tepe News Reporter number 2. And in today's news, the Exclave Alliance's offensive is at a standstill. General Chacha says that we are in it for the long haul. But do not fear, citizens. Our great King Pachinko, as always, has a solution to our foreign enemies. And now, an exclusive interview with our intrepid king. And after that, fashion of the lactate, and why it will leave you looking black and blue. Good day, everyone. I'm Tepe News Reporter number 3, out on the field with our esteemed ruler, King Pachinko. Now, my king, is it true that the Cha-Cha fleet was utterly obliterated by the Exclave?
Yes, but the Cha-Cha Matrix was highly experimentative. Its failing can be chalked up to the general's lack of assuming all the roles aboard the 15 ships he was commanding.
And what about the legacy fleet sent over to the NRUP? Are they really being utilized there? Rumor has it the country's almost entirely ran by the Wolfpack, the infamous bounty hunter guild.
You cannot win a war without allies, and the NRUP shares our same interests, so why not team up with them? The CPAS and the Exclave Authority must be stamped out, and that is not something we can do alone.
Yes, on the topic of the Exclave Authority, can you tell us more about them? Is it true that they possibly stand more of a threat than the CPAS core worlds?
At the current moment, the CPAS is still our #1 enemy. But the Exclave Authority has massive potential, as it has most of the country's, former country I would say, military stores. We will continually monitor the situation for any changes in power.
There you have it. The CPAS civil war and Exclave shenanigans pose no threat to the stability of Tepe. And soon, our great republic will triumph. Back to you, Tepe News Reporter number 1. A most fascinating statement, Tepe News Reporter number 3. After our interview with lead lactate designer Laktutu Badutu, we will have an in-depth look at the corrupt regime of Rudolph Nibbler of the Frubian Exclave and his supreme evilness. And after that, a fun uplifting section about the new Tepe calendar, Messages of Power.
Professor Proboscis, I am surprised you are not stationed at the front lines. I am not completely certain General Cha-Cha can guarantee victory.
A battlefront can break out anywhere. This CPAS civil war, as they call it, is still in its infancy, and I would not put all your eggs in a wicked handheld container, manservant Hubert.
I suppose that makes sense. But they did call General Hammerhouse back. Oh, look! Professor Proboscis, you have a new message from King Pachinko. It is I, King Pachinko. And Professor Proboscis, I have a new mission for you. The planet Jargo is teeming with a new valuable element.
A new element? I shall secure it immediately. And do not worry about the NRUP's Supreme President. He is merely a puppet to our wants and needs, King Pachinko.
Do it for the glory of Tepe! This deposit of Jargonum is crucial to winning the war. You must be successful. King Pachinko out!
Q2A2, set a course for Jargo. Tepe Troop number 22, prepare the laser cannons. And Tepe Trooper number 43, I want several landing parties prepared.
Safety parameters prevent my systems from going towards such a planet. It is Class T. Any planet with a rating of T are unstable and under threat of collapse.
Plot a course near Jargo then, and I'll take out 2 ZC-0s and survey this planet myself. King Pachinko wants this gas harvested. I'll need the proper equipment loaded onto the ships.
Professor Proboscis, this is absolutely ridiculous. Is there no other supply of this new element you are looking for? What you propose will most certainly result in death.
We must all strive to be forever in the service of Tepe. Now, manservant Hubert, get me my laser rifle.
From researching all available information of Jargonium, I would not suggest bringing your laser rifle. One accidental blast could ignite the whole planet.
Then I have little use for you, manservant Hubert. But keep in mind, there's a fine line between little use and no use. Load up the CC-0s and prepare to step foot on Jargo.
Sir, all boarding parties are ready to go. Each ZC0 has a 600 standard units of volume container, available for possible refilling if we need more.
That is more than enough. Our goal today is, if nothing else, is to secure the planet. Future missions can extract more as needed.
From automated surveying, I have concluded that the South Pole will be the safest area for drop-down. The crust is a rocky composite. Remote drilling is underway.
Good. We need to be there as short as possible. There is no breathable air or convertible atmosphere, and we know very little about the effects of Jargonum. Why couldn't this whole mission be automated? It seems quite dangerous to throw us what is only a ticking time bomb. I'm sure you agree, Professor. Silence, manservant Hubert. Tepe Troop number 46, I am tasking you and Tepe Troop number 47 in deploying the planet jamming device.
Only logical, sir. I'll deploy the device a few standard units of distance away from touchdown. That NRUP will be convinced this planet doesn't exist.
Okay, I want this to be an in and out mission. Planet Jargo is not a hospitable planet. The less time we spend there, the better.
Manservant Hubert, deploy the harvesters. Tepe Troop number 46 and 47. Be swift on your missions. As you can see here, the winds can change rapidly, and that is dangerous. Of course, sir. May you be forever in the service of Tepe. Come, Tepe Troop number 47. We got a planet to hide. Let's go. Professor Proboscis knows more than he is letting on. You know the true purpose of this mission is to support King Pachingo's bracing plan for a practical alpha beam. That's merely squadron speculation. Practical and alpha beam is an oxymoron. You either get a weak beam or you get a beam that damages your own ship. My sister, Tepe Troop number 48, is a royal guard. She tells me that the king has been meeting with a Dr. Renko, a weapons specialist and lactate prisoner of war. Come on, really? The last thing your sister, the fancy royal guard, said was that our great king let Bob Barley kidnap him. Hey, you never know. What if this Dragonum acts as some type of stabilizing agent? My sister says it makes up the infamous Red Star Nebula. The one where Bezos Fiber and his fleet burned up in? I wouldn't discredit that. This is where we need to be. Wait a standard unit of time. Where's the planet? My chronometer is going haywire. Tepe Troop number 46. What if we go back a few steps? Will setting up the cloaker a little bit off be all that detrimental? Worst thing that could happen is a few minuscule specks of the planet aren't covered. This is weirding me out. Do we tell Professor Proboscis that what, from some perspective, the whole planet looks like it's been eliminated? I think not. Now let's get back as soon as possible. Tepe Troop number 46 and 47, we must leave immediately. This planet has something going on about it. My manservant and 3 Tepe troops just disappeared. It must be some unknown effect of Jargonum gas. From what I heard, it is what makes up the nebula, is it not? Look over there. Tepe Troop number 49 has returned from the unseen abyss. Tepe Trooper number 49, where have you gone? I was surveying, and all of a sudden, I was in this strange place of rubble and asteroids. It was as if the whole planet was destroyed. Glimpses of the future, I'd say. We have collected all the gas we need. Load it up and we can be on our way. Will our report be filed on the effects of Jargonum? Hallucinations can be detrimental to the crew of a starship. Most certainly, I do not want such effects harming the glory of Tepe, but let us not prolong our stay on Jargo.